All right, hello again. We're back for video number 3 of the Candle Science fragrance sale, sample sale, reviews, haul thing situation. So in the first 2 videos, I realized I was not touching on whether fragrances were skin safe, how they might perform in certain products, and that's something that I'm going to start including now. I'll go back and edit the descriptions of the previous videos, but I'm not going to refilm anything. But when I talk about the fragrance notes that are on the website, I'll also talk about the candle safe slash versus skin safe situation. So let's dive right in. So first up, we have Amber Noir. Very perfumey right off the top. I can smell some like dark floral, probably jasmine. I imagine there's amber in there. It's very resinous. It does smell like it's got some like anise in it. So let's see. We've got plum and citrus for the top notes, amber and jasmine for the middle notes, and dark musk, amorous, and benzoin for the base notes. And then this one is candle safe, soap safe, and lotion safe. It's also phthalate free. So there's no notes on anything you can't use this in. And as far as the smell goes, it's like dark and mysterious, but also, I don't know, it's a little too much. It's like there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different notes. And so it doesn't seem like it would be an overloaded fragrance. But it's hard for me to pick anything specific out. It very much just smells like a perfume that it's almost old lady perfume, something that like a middle-aged woman might wear to try and smell fancy. That was really offensive. That was really, I'm sorry. That was like super critical. But that's what I'm getting. Like your Aunt Gertrude who wants to smell like she spent a lot of money on her perfume. But I don't really like it. I am getting like a black licorice note, but there's no anise listed in the notes. It's also, there's like a zest, like a spicy zest. It's like a spicy floral with some dark, musky amber notes to it, which is just not really my jam. I don't know why I actually ended up buying this. I think it's just because it had great reviews, but I think that my tastes are different than everybody who ever posts a review on this website, because I've been finding the things with the best reviews I tend up not liking. I tend to end up not liking as much, and then the things that don't have the greatest reviews are like my favorite ones. So we're going to try the dry down. Oh, it's better on the dry down. It's less overwhelming, less pungent, I would say. Definitely more fresh, a bit more spicy, and the florals come through better. So that one is a softer, warm, like it's just like a warm, gentle, spiced floral. So that has it actually fairly pleasant on the dry down. Out of the bottle, it's really too much. But on the dry down, I'm definitely, words are really hard. I've been at this too long today. I'm definitely getting that musk and that amber. Some sweet tones of the benzoin. And then you can still get the jasmine, and there's something like green to it, just like a touch of green, like maybe a bamboo hint, but that might just be the citrus. It smells very similar to how it smells in the bottle. It's just way less aggressive, and the notes seem to blend a little better, or I guess maybe the opposite. Like in the bottle, the notes blended so much that like I couldn't really pick anything out, but now like I can smell the floral and I can smell the amber. So the notes, like, I don't know. I don't know what I would call that. I'm not going to say they separated out of the bottle, but they're just more distinguished. The notes are more distinguished once it's on the dry down. So next we have cinnamon chai. So this one, it's important to mention, is not a skin safe fragrance, which is disappointing. So it's candle safe, and it is not soap safe or lotion safe. Now, whether it's not soap safe because of like ricing or acceleration, I'm not sure. It maybe says something about it in the website, but I'm not going to take the time to read all the way through. So this one, I guess, is just for candles and wax melts and reed diffusers and such. So let's see what it smells like. Oh, it smells yummy. It smells a little bit like pumpkin. Am I sure this isn't the pumpkin one? Yeah. There's definitely some pumpkin in there, but that is good. Ooh, that smells delicious. I want to drink that. So it's very cinnamon heady. It's really creamy, sweet, vanilla. A bit of other spices, maybe like cardamom. And it's got a bit of pumpkin. Like it smells a tiny bit like there's some pumpkin pie in there. So let's see. The notes, we've got top notes of orange peel, cardamom, and cinnamon. Middle notes of peppercorn, cream, and nutmeg. And base notes of black tea, vanilla, and clove. That is divine. There's no soapiness. There's no perfumery. It smells like a very heavily cinnamon spiced latte with I'm smelling pumpkin. But apparently there's no pumpkin in it. Oh. Hello, there's that orange peel. Ooh, that's awesome. That's a clever blend. That really rounds itself out quite nicely. So let's see how that dry down is. Whew. The dry down is a little more woody. Still very, very cinnamon. It's like a scented pine cone almost. Very cinnamon, still pretty creamy and vanilla. There's quite a bit of clove in there. But it's less creamy, and you can't really smell the orange peel on the dry down. It reminds me of Smensels. So like when I was in junior high 100 years ago, we got these scented pencils that were made from like recycled newspapers, and they were scented, and you would like, the kids, we would like shave the pencils and keep little bags of the pencil shavings and just like sniff them during class. That's what that reminds me of. And it's fantastic. Like, that would be wonderful to just scent your house with that. Use that in a reed diffuser. I love that. I'm about that. And because it's cinnamon chai, like it could be made into a cute fun candle. You can make like a little decorative mug of chai tea candle. Yeah, very nice. Very yummy. Like it really, I want to drink it. I do. It's really tasty. Okay. So next up we have Sage and Cypress, another woodsy smell. I have high hopes for this because Candle Science is the best at making tree smells. And it does not disappoint. Well, it's a little flat. Let's see. No, it's very pleasant. It's very sharp. I can smell some woodiness to it, but it's not like deep sultry wood. It's more like a cedar wood, where a cedar wood is kind of a thinner smelling wood. But I like it. It's super fresh and clean. It's got the sweetness that they like to put in their tree fragrances for some reason. Not complaining. I love that they make their tree fragrances sweet. A little wood, a little piney, a little fruity. Like a citrusy note? Okay, let's see what it says. Top notes of bergamot and spruce, middle notes of cypress and sage, and base notes of Palo Santo, patchouli, dark musk. Did I pronounce that wrong? Palo Santo? I'm sorry. I'm real white. I'm sorry. Palo Santo, patchouli, dark musk, and smoke. So that's really funny because I'm not getting like those deep notes. I'm definitely getting piney, spruce, like tree needles, and some sweet wood, but it's not like a super hardy deep wood. And that bergamot is coming through, but patchouli, I don't know. The smoke, maybe a teeny tiny bit, like the lightest hint of smoke. But I'm not smelling any patchouli in that whatsoever. So let's see what that smells like on paper. Did I dip this in the wrong one? It became like fruity. Do I have crossover? Oh no, do I have cross-contamination? No, it doesn't smell like that one. No, what the heck? Maybe, does it smell like this one? Oh, I got some cross-contamination on this one. Shoot. Okay, so there's a tiny cross-contamination from one of my violet smells that I've got going on later on. But I don't hate it. I think that those two smells might go really well together. I don't know. It's still spicy tree. Still quite fresh. I'm not getting any more of the earthy notes. Maybe there is a little extra smoke. There's a little more of the smoke in here, so it smells a little more sagey. It's very nice. Very nice, super clean fragrance. So it looks like it is candle safe, soap safe, and lotion safe, as well as phthalate free. Diffuser base compatible. No, I don't know what that means. Diffuser base compatible. Is that like an essential oil diffuser? I don't. Oh well. It's clean, it's green, it's fresh. It's very natural smelling. It doesn't have like a super chemical smell to it. It's not soapy or particularly perfumey. It's like a tiny bit perfumey. But mostly it's just like fresh and clean and green. It would be, I think, a good reed diffuser. Could be a good candle if you like really fresh green smelling candles. I would use this as bath bomb too. That's a pretty nice, like, it's got a nice fresh bathy smell. So like maybe shampoo, conditioner, body wash. It's just a very clean, just a nice clean and fresh scent, but like without being soapy or chemically. It's really, really awesome. Nice hippie friendly smell. Hippie approved. Okay. So now we're going to move on to coconut lime verbena. I feel like I know what to be expecting with this one. So we're going to try it out of the bottle first. I thought I knew what to expect and I was totally wrong. I was so wrong. This is a very green smell with a hint of like crayon wax. Does that mean that it's starting to go rancid? Did they like send me a bad bottle? I don't know. It's green like bamboo. It's got like a bamboo greenness to it. Definitely citrus, but I'm not getting a whole lot of lime. It's more like a lemon or like a satsuma kind of. It's just very green, quite citrusy, a little grassy, and like a touch of something darker, which I guess would be the coconut. Weird. Okay, so it says top notes of bergamot and tangerine. That's what I'm smelling, is the tangerine. Middle notes of coconut, lemon verbena, palm, and lime. And base notes of powder musk and sandalwood. Why are you going to put powder musk and sandalwood in a coconut lime verbena? I don't hate the smell, but it's not coconut lime verbena. Like, I feel like they could have easily just called it something else, anything else. It's more of like a coconut and bamboo. It smells pretty similar to my coconut and bamboo that I got from them a few years ago. Maybe it's like the same recipe and they tweaked it a little bit and changed the name. So definitely citrusy, quite green, a touch of crayon wax, and a bit of something a little darker. I'm not getting a whole lot of powder. It could be musk. It's not very woodsy. And then, oh, so it's candle safe and lotion safe, but not soap safe. So I assume that it causes soap to react really quickly. So Candle safe and skin safe, but no soap. Okay, it's better on the dry down. It's still very fresh, but it's less frontal and pungent. It's just like a nice, fresh and clean. It has less of a, I don't want to say toxic artificial smell, but less of an artificial smell. And it's just kind of, it's almost minty, like how heady it is. It's got that citrus in it, and it doesn't have any mint notes, but it's very citrus and very green. And I think my brain just combines those to like create the idea of mint in my head. Very citrus, very green. That's pretty much all I got. Clean and fresh, not too soapy or too perfumey. But I can't really think of anything that I would use it in. Like, I mean, honestly, my first idea is some sort of cleaner, like a floor cleaner or a toilet cleaner. I think that it could be mixed with something a little sweeter, a little darker, to make it a nice, like, possible perfume or reed diffuser, but until I do those experiments, I can't really say. Okay, so next and our final one for this video is Black Violet and Saffron. In the bottle, it's pretty perfumey. But it's a nice perfumey. It's like a perfume that somebody working in a semi-formal office would wear. It is a more feminine fragrance, I would say. I don't know, it's kind of a unisex fragrance. It's pretty nice. It's hard to pick out. I can kind of, like, I know that it's got violet in it because it's called Black Violet and Saffron, so I can pick out that violet. And I think that there's definitely some citrus. And maybe some white musk. So let's see. Fragrance notes. Top notes of bergamot and geranium. Middle notes of rose, violet, and raspberry. And base notes of saffron, leather, and vetiver. Okay, so the base note that I was smelling was not musk, it was vetiver. I guess I can kind of smell the leather now that I think about it. I don't know what saffron smells like. Raspberry, yeah, it's got a bit of a berry touch to it. Geranium and rose, no, I don't get those at all. But it's like a tart, kind of a sharp floral, which is nice. I like that. I wish that it had a little more base note to it, but it does already smell kind of a little busy and perfumey, so maybe adding too much of a base note would make it unpleasant. But let's see how the dry down is. Oh, the dry down is incredible. That's lovely. It's so, like, just fresh and floral without being an old lady perfume. And it's like cool in my nose, like I can almost smell a bit of cucumber. Maybe that's the rose. Very fresh floral with a touch of darkness, and I think that darkness is from the vetiver. But I can kind of pick out the leather as well. That's so interesting. What a fascinating combination. That's a sexy smell. I like that. I probably wouldn't wear it myself just because it's not really my style, but if I smelled somebody that smelled like this, I'd be like, you smell awesome. I will say, if I smelled someone that smelled like this, I'd be like, you are probably a really good business person, and I don't think I trust you. Is that a weird thing to say? It's pleasant. It is pleasant. It smells like something somebody very serious would wear. But it's nice. Floral and sharp. And it's got that citrus from the bergamot in it. And a little hint of leather. It's a really interesting, like, who thought leather and flowers together? But it's actually pretty nice. It's a little too serious for my taste, but I think it's definitely like a perfume kind of smell. I would not personally, maybe a soap. maybe it would go well in a soap. It is candle safe, soap safe, and lotion safe, so it could be a nice soap. I personally wouldn't put it in like a bath bomb because bath bombs seem to be more like whimsical to me. It definitely seems like a soap or a perfume. It's very nice. Very clean, very fresh. I do like, I find myself going back to it a lot. I think if I were to use this, I would mix it. I would mix it with something else. Maybe with this Sage and Cypress. Yeah, that's a good one. Sage and Cypress mixed with the black violet and saffron. That is a magical candle smell. Ooh, yeah, see, I had a little bit of contamination on the Sage and Cypress from the violet, and I'm so glad I did because those scents together are way better than they are separately. So that is number 5. So that concludes this video, and I'm probably going to do one more video before the end of the day. But I've got to take a little break from fragrances right now because I'm feeling a little scattered. So I will be back in a few hours to film the next one. Okay, bye guys.